Hello guys and welcome to Talk the Barca and welcome to El Clásico. But before we go into the news, if you like this video, please smash that like. And of course, we're going to be sharing here with you the head-to-head between these two teams, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, as they're going to be playing at Spotify Camp Nou. And of course, it will be at 10 p.m. Yes, the referee of the day, it is going to be Ricardo Boregas. And of course, guys, we're going to be sharing with you all that you need to know, the head-to-head, player to watch, league standing, everything that you need to know about this game. We're going to be sharing with you here, but please stay tuned as we go into the news. And now with the update of the injuries, we know that Pedri and Dembele won't be part of this game, as we know that they actually still out with the injury. And of course, from Real Madrid side, it will be Alaba who is out on a hamstring. Yes, those are the updates on the injuries. But then, of course, if we are to look at head-to-head, these two teams, actually, we know that there is always a big battle between them. And, of course, now we know that Barcelona have been actually winning. We actually won 3 games in a row. Looking at the situation, 5 games that we played, we won 4 out of them. And 1 that we actually were defeated 3-1, which, of course, now the game that we played with them previously, it was 1-0 that we actually won in the Copa del Rey with the goal coming from Militao, which is then on goal. Yes, recently, guys, we are actually dominating them, and I'm hoping that this time around when you go into this game, now we have at least most of the players that we actually rely on, with Rafinha on form and Lewandowski wanting to prove the point, is those things that we really have to look at. And of course, yes, we do know that from their side is the likes of Benzema, who we know that he's actually didn't really get time to go for training, but it is confirmed that he will be part of this game. Yes, now looking into that, we have to now actually consider that it is going to be a very tough one. But looking at that, guys, also from Real Madrid side, they've got everything to lose. And of course, looking at the situation, we have to extend our points up there and making sure that we extend the gap between us and Real Madrid, which of course now we know that league standing, we are actually standing on 65 points. And the likes of Real Madrid, they actually have 56 points, and with only 17 games that they won. We won 21 games after we actually beat Athletic Bilbao 1-0. And of course, this was a very tough one if you can look at the situation there, guys. But yes, our current form, we're actually doing very well. I can say we are trying to actually maintain our winning streak, and which of course we have to keep on winning. The likes of them, they do draw points there and there with the draws that they actually encounter. But of course, we really have to go into this game and make sure we win. This can be a decider for the league, and this, guys, is going to be very exciting to see. Robert Lewandowski is the player that I can say we have to watch from Barcelona's side, and with, of course, the likes of Benzema from Real Madrid side. Yes, the likes of Vinicius, I think if we are to give him Araujo, it will be contained and put in the box, whereby he's not going to be having any other chance to actually create danger from us. But from our side, we also have to not ignore the likes of Valverde. We know that in the previous league game, he actually dominated and destroyed Barcelona as they were winning 3-1. But then, of course, guys, let's look at that and share with me your thoughts, because looking at our starting lineup, I'm thinking that Barcelona will go with 4 midfielders. And of course, yes, from the back, we know that the likes of Ter Stegen will always start in the goals, and the likes of Araujo from the right hand side. Centre back, it will be Jos Kunde and Christensen, and on the left hand side, it will only depend with the way we're going to be approaching this game. Jordi Alba or Alejandro Balde. I'm thinking that this game, it will only be fitting the likes of Alejandro Balde, because he is still young, he is still fresh, he can run. But then, of course, if we are now to also consider the likes of Lewandowski to get more assists coming from those crosses, we can actually option to go with Jordi Alba. But now looking in that midfielder there, guys, I can say we can go with double pivot of De Jong and Busquets, which of course we know that they have been doing very well together. The combination there, it is actually working for us, and we can actually go in and work with those double pivot. And yes, they are taking midfielders. Rafinha, he's on top of his game. Now we can see we also relying on him since Dembele is actually injured. But now, of course, in that attacking midfielders, we can also have Kessie, which now, yes, we know that recently he's starting to get his feet on the ground and trying to also gel well with the players. And yes, now Gavi, He's the monster. We know that he's always there, making sure that he dominates that midfielder. And of course, up front, I'll go with Robert Lewandowski, which of course, he is the player that we actually relying on when it comes to goal scoring opportunities. But then yes, share with me your thoughts about that starting lineup. And yes, share with me if you will go with Alejandro Balde or the likes of Julio Alba and that left back. And of course, on the right hand side, we know for us to contain Vinicius with the pace, we need someone who's strong and also will frustrate the likes of Vinicius, which is Araujo. But then yes, tell me what you think about that starting lineup. And of course, with those head-to-head, as we actually have been dominating them, 43% of the wins that we actually been having and 22% of the draws, and of course 35% of the wins from Real Madrid side. But yes, share with me your thought on that. And as we are going to be facing the likes of Real Madrid, we know we have to expect a very strong team, which of course from the back, we can say Coaches will be their goalkeeper. And of course, looking at that center back, it will be Militao and the likes of Rudiger. And yes, when you're looking at from the right hand side, they can maybe go with Anvahal. And of course, on the left hand side, it can maybe be the likes of Hernandez. Yes, in the middle there, guys, I'm hoping to see a very difficult game for them, as we now know that it's going to be very difficult, as we gonna be seeing Modric, maybe Cruz and Camavinga. And of course, there up front, it will be the likes of Benzema, Vinicius and Valverde. Yes, of course, share with me your thoughts on a comment down below, as we actually going to be discussing what do you think about this starting lineup. And of course, share with me your predicted starting lineup, because I think this time around we're going to be winning 2-1. This game is going to be an open game. Everyone will be attacking from each side of the game. And of course, we have to be very careful of Benzema. Yes, they have to be very careful of Lewandowski, but it is going to be very exciting. Let's go into this game and win it. Vamos, Barca. Vamos. This is El Clásico. It's going to be very exciting. I'll see you in the next video, and Visca El Barca.